it's not like that for me yet. And
Right.
now it's like I don't know what's in that book. I'm reading the back of the book right now to figure out what's in. And so one of these days we have our own games that are coming out, and we can talk about it. Because now, we know what's going on because we are the ones that's putting that out there. Where it's just more fun to talk about. Yo, I'm gonna add this in there. Yo, I'm gonna do this. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Like it just don't feel like
Right.
we gotta reach that point. We'll reach that point, though. It's like you can't go to sleep. Yo, people sleeping on them. I feel it's crazy.
Uh-oh, here go my intro.
It's
Here you
not,
go.
it's not, it's not hate right now. Anytime you talk to somebody about something, so, like, man, I'm talking to myself about something.
I haven't been experiencing anything in that regard as hate. I'm chilling. I'm playing my game. I'm
I told
relaxing. But this is real nerds only. Real nerds only. Real nerds only. Real nerds only.
if you're not going through that experience, how come you're not getting more subscribers after each? How come those subscribers ain't coming to we have to get more?
They're not coming because
Like
you're
I
asking the
think,
wrong people. But welcome, one and all, to
my
the
point
real.
on my side, go ahead.
See, look, now I gotta start all over.
My bad.
Hey, I done had my whole intro ready, man. I did my whole holler. You had me hollering.
My bad. I'm just trying to make a point.
I know, man. I
I
know.
want to see you done.
I believe in your vision. I believe in your ambition. But just like you said before, it does start with a foundation. Shake off the haters. Keep it pushing.
Word.
Because if anybody believes in you, I believe in you. You got it.
Hey.
Okay. Take my sip right quick. Real nerds only. Real nerds only. Real nerds only. Real nerds only. And welcome, one and all, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Real Nerds Only Gaming Podcast. Hello, my gaming tag or my name, you can refer to me as Pizza from Pizza Gaming. And our other individual over here, the man of the hour, Mr. Young Wheezy, aka Mighty Healthy, aka what did the bat say to the face? You know, he the main one. He the one that's always here running everything that he possibly can to try to make everything going. So please, please, please keep your ears and eyes open for the next gaming news to come. As we go through it, I will be playing Elden Ring once again. This game has been very, very big on my mind. I've always been playing it. Like every time I get off of work, I'm like immediately thinking like, man, I want to go back and play Elden Ring some more. So this has really like had me hooked for like the last month. But yeah.
You're not the game yet? Like, what level are you?
Oh, I beat the game already.
Oh, how long did it take you? Like, did you count it or
A
you
month.
just beat it? Just
it
I
took me a
thought that
month.
game was than Dark Souls and the other games that is considered like. I thought it was harder, and I know people that played that game. They said like it took them like sometimes like months. You know what I'm saying, to beat that game. Like,
Well, the game
so I
is
guess it
still
is.
kind of a freshly new release in a sense. Like it's only been out for a little less than 2 months, if not maybe 3 months. But it's pretty fun. For me, it took a month because, of course, I gotta work. I got stuff that I gotta do on the side. But if you like sat down and then played this like back to back, you don't really have anything else to do. Maybe you got time off, or maybe you're just a kid just chilling at home and you just want to play a game, just to have something new to do. This game will probably take you probably 2 to 3 weeks if you're trying to complete it fully. I'm talking about everything in between, side quests, mini missions, the tombs that are in several different places, 3 different secret locations on the map. Because this map is massive. Like, place is gigantic, and it's not just this top portion of the map that you can explore. It's off-world islands that you can explore, different towers that you can go through, and then as well as places that are underground or just random locations that are not even on the main base map. Like, there's just a bunch that you can just explore and go through. It's very and captivating. The story is very different to me because I've never gone through anything like it before, so it's really caught my attention.
Yeah.
But there's a lot to this game that has just yet to be undiscovered, and I'm still trying to go through it in this version of my playthrough, because what some people don't know is after you've completed the game, you can choose to restart completely, starting from base 1, like level 1. You have like literally nothing, just like you did when you started, or you can start off with everything that you had before and just go back through it.
Not like a prestigious type game. It's like, damn, you just gotta do everything again.
Gotta do everything again, but your stats remain the same. The runes that you had, I believe those disappear, so you're just kind of starting from base scratch runes, so you don't have any money to spend to kind of level up your character at all. But everything else included is still there. The spells that you picked up, any kind of weapons and armor that you picked up along the way throughout your first playthrough, you still get to hold on to them. Different kinds of special abilities, attacks, etc. You have everything at your disposal. You can still use it as you go through your second playthrough. The only difference is they do kind of push up the I guess the enemy strength just a bit to make it a tad harder for you to play through it. So it gives you a little bit more of a challenge as you go through, because you don't want it to feel like a cakewalk. You want it to at least have some kind of pizzazz to it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if you ever want a nice little dope little RPG game to play, nice role-playing game to play in your spare time, and you feel like you want to just run it, by all means do it. This is the game to play. It will not fail you, I promise you. But aside from that, in gaming news, so that samurai game that I mentioned in the last video that we did, I never got to pull out the name for it, but I was kind of waiting for it, and I looked it up. I researched it a little bit. The game is called Trek to Yomi. It is a side-scrolling RPG video game, and it's different, is what I'll say. It's very similar to the other game called who is it? My Friend Pedro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it's very similar to that, except this time it's going to be in black and white, and it's based off of a samurai warrior going through whatever it is that he's doing. You know what I mean? So it's a very story and captivating video game. Very nice stuff. So that game is set to release, I believe, in August. If I'm not, or no, it's set to release in May.
Oh, that's sooner than later then. I was about to say that's so far, but that's soon. So I'll be able to probably get that for the Neo. Definitely gonna get that. Then. I'll check it out.
Yeah, as far as I know, that game is set to release in May on the Xbox and PlayStation consoles. So unfortunately, it will not be available to those who have a Nintendo.
I'm hoping we can still game share even though I have a portable device, but it's still connected to the Xbox supposedly. You know? It has cloud and all that on there, and Windows on it, so I wonder. A lot of things I feel like they should do naturally if, like, the people that are making a true gamers, you know what I'm saying, like they say, I would think they would have all that, you know, because that would just be like the most clutchest thing to do, especially, you know, for real games. Like, I'm hoping that I could stream on this and everything. You know, I'm gonna stream. I'm hoping that you start to stream on that, so like the games that you don't you'll still be able to see and understand what's going on instead of like, you're not under a rock with this. You could be more on the inside, not the outside of it.
Right. Okay. In the other gaming news, if I remember correctly, um, this game has actually not been announced as far as like the day of its release, but another game that I've been looking into is called Black Myth by Black
You
Myth
went,
Wukong. So this game I've got my
back.
eyes on like big. I'm really waiting on that one. That one's also an RPG. Basically, the whole story wraps behind the Monkey King. If anybody knows what the Monkey King is, uh, you dumb.
I am
But
the monkey.
the Monkey King is basically one of those little ancient Chinese stories where martial artists kind of wrap around this whole entire story, and the Monkey King is one of the ones that that's very, I wouldn't say superior, but is very strong, to say the
Yeah.
least. So there's an ancient
The
story behind it. I don't know what it is entirely. I don't want to mess up the whole story behind the Monkey King, so I don't want to say too much. But the martial arts behind it, the story behind it,
Yeah.
I will leave a link in the description down below for those of you who would like to look at and see what exactly Black Myth Wukong is, just to
And
know
yeah.
what it looks like and know what to expect. The release date isn't probably going to be until somewhere around what was it, 2023. So I would expect to
Oh,
see some more information about that next year.
that's so deep, man. They balling with that.
I know. I know.
Uh,
Yeah, I think they want to go over the top with this one because it's being developed on Unreal Engine 4, and it's being developed by a company that needs a little bit more time in making their video game. So I understand it to a certain extent. Also,
Hey.
moving on with more gaming news. If anybody likes Saints Row, Saints Row is set to
They could do better.
return once again. And Saints Row is going to be much better this time. And when I mean
It was clean.
much better, like, oh my god, like, it's gonna be so good.
That performance, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's what we gotta focus on. That performance. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can just show anything, but the performance. That's what I've learned.
you ain't wrong.
Yeah. That's what I want. Yeah, I want more of a better performance, like especially with these type of games like Grand Theft Auto and Saints Row and the other type games that's doing it like that. Like I want more of a real exploration of like going places. I don't like being limited. I like unlimitedness, like, doing things. Like I was just talking to somebody yesterday when I bought these headphones. I was just like, "You see that?" And he was like, "Huh?" I was like, "I really see all that." You know what I'm saying? Now imagine me seeing something and receiving it, and then being able to do something about it, whatever. I
Right,
want the game as real as that. You know what I'm saying? It's like things just feel like it's still like a computer. It shouldn't feel like a computer by now. Like you should actually understand, like mobility of what's going on around us and everything. Like we should understand, like that psychological thought of what someone would do if this happened and that happened. Like things are just weird a little bit on it. Like they just, I hope that they figure it out. If not, that's room for us to hopefully figure out. But I've been
right.
thinking about that. I just want things to be more realistic, like how like life is, not like a game out of.
I agree.
But
But Saints Row, everybody knows and loves Saints Row. If you don't know what it is also a RPG game. Some people like to relate it to the Grand Theft Auto series, but this is nothing like that entirely. This is very different. It's very wacky fun. A whole lot of stuff that you can do inside the game: car customization, weapon customization, character customization. Like there's so much that you can do in there. It's very immersive. It's different. There's so much you can do in there, Mike. Like if there's one game that I really want us to play, it's got to be that. We got to make a video on this one. Like it's gonna be so nice, so hype. You dig?
Yeah.
And I definitely want to run that. So if we ever get an opportunity to do Saints Row, bro, like
Like I said, when I get that Neo, yo, we gotta get on there and we gotta do like the animation. And I know people are definitely waiting
oh, I
to
know
want
that.
that, you know. And that will get the views up quick, fast, in a hurry because they don't believe that, you know, that we could do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's crazy. I was like, oh wow, yeah, that's true. It came from, you know, the one and only, real one. It came
Mm-hmm.
from the zone. What, bro? So it's like we gonna have that, you know, up and running. I can't wait. That's the reason why I'm getting the Neo because I'm hoping that Adobe runs on it and everything, and I could do things on the go. So like working, we always working. You know, it's never like we falling apart from it. We always probably getting more involved.
Right, I agree.
Like I want to play that new Star Wars that you was telling us about in the other video. Like I saw someone playing it, and I don't remember that. What's that robot name? The gold robot. You know what I'm talking about? I know you know what I'm talking about. That
I
gold
do
robot.
not.
The gold robot that be moving with R2. It's two robots, bro.
Bruh, that's C-3PO.
C3PO. Yeah, he was in the game, I saw, and then they showed like a little gameplay of him splitting apart. He was like he would split his body in half, and
Splitting
then
apart.
he had to go through a tunnel, and then literally, you know, the other half had to go through the tunnel, and then he would put himself together so he could rebuild whatever he was trying to rebuild inside the other side of the you know, the tunnel. And I thought that was cool. You know, I was like, wow, that looks interesting. Like, that Legos game, you know, it does look fun. They, you could never, you know, doubt they skill of what is coming to the, you know, to the table because like it's always different. It's always something innovative. Like it just looks like a lot of fun every time. You know?
Heck yeah.
I'll definitely play that game. I still want to play the Avengers one. Like my little cousin, he had it on the Switch, and I
Mm-hmm.
came over and he just handed me that drink. I was like, "What is this?" And then I'm playing. I'm like, "Oh my god, this is really that fun!" You know, I was just not expecting that. And yeah, like so, I really want to try to get into all the Lego games. Not just that game. I know they got the Indiana Jones. They got they got Star Wars.
Oh, I
So
never got to
they got
finish. Was it Saints Row? Super customizational game. Of course, it's got a story to it. You can play with your friends online. It's dope. It's set to release in August of this year. So
oh
yeah, that's
yeah.
about it.
The release date on it? I think we did speak on
Yeah, I just said it. August.
it. I don't know if you got the poster, but we did speak on it.
Yeah, I'll leave a link down in the description as well for that. For the trailer for Saints Row, the customizations, everything. Like all of that info will be listed down below. Just check it out whenever you're ready. But aside from that, I think that's about all I got for this one.
I think I was at Taco Bell when we spoke about it, but we got the poster too. But
Which one was that?
and other news, that was like maybe a month ago now. It had to be a month ago. You don't remember
Oh,
when the internet was going on and off and on and off,
oh
and we
yeah,
were
I
still trying.
remember.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know
sorry
if
about
you
that.
ever got it. I know that was wild, but I know I spoke about his role in that video. I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what was it? Oh, and other news, like the RNO is making the OLED Nintendo Switch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like how they did it with the OLED screen. RNO is doing that now, and it's gonna be lighter, more perfection to what is already in. I'm excited about that. I kind of want both in the way, but I'm tripping on that because the other one that I'm getting is gonna be perfect. In other news, we got the Xbox Elite 3 controller coming out. They haven't set an actual release date, but they got it in the works, and people are asking for a better controller because supposedly when people are using this controller, like it disconnects and you know it does a whole bunch of silliness
Oh
of what
boy.
you don't need while trying to work. So I'm hoping that they, make it more put together to where it doesn't fall apart like how the first one did. I had the first one, and I was playing so much Gears of War, the whole controller broke in
Dang.
pieces, literally.
It's
Yes.
probably your mighty healthy fingers breaking it. Dang. Super strong hit, eh?
I was not trying to die, so you know how it is. Like I'm not.
So what, you started tensing up?
Yeah, it was just unbelievable, yo. I didn't even get to try the second one. I hope the second one was more of an improvement, but only God knows. Though. I think you got the second one, didn't you? Didn't you get the second one?
I can't remember.
I swore you had the second one. Man. Somebody had the second one. But I wanted to try it. Really. Like, I didn't really get into it like that. I went to the Microsoft store, but they was kicking me out like crazy over there because hate just seems to be everywhere. It's crazy out there. But in other news, the Astros 10 wired gaming headsets are coming out, or they already out already. They look beautiful. They got a black one. They got a gray one, like a light gray. They got a dark gray one. They got a teal color, and they got like the violet type of purplish color. All look amazing, and I'm a huge fan of Astros. That's why I go by the name Boogie Astros, because those headsets can really help you to hear everything. Sometimes you can't depend on your eyes while playing these games because the sound is more important at the moment. And then next thing you know, you could do something that you didn't know they would, see coming, I guess. Like you could throw a grenade and just cut off the sound, and then next thing you know, you get like a triple or a whole team kill or something like that. That's what I'll be thinking. But those Astros, oh my god, the sound is quality. It's quality.
Word.
So if anybody definitely check out those A10 gaming headsets. In other news, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 announcement teased as Infinity Ward's Twitter goes dark. Yeah, I don't know if you want me to read that. You said it was too much to go into.
You said that's for Modern Warfare?
But, yeah, they said Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 announcement teased as Infinity Ward's Twitter goes dark.
Ooh.
Infinity Ward Twitter had an image appears to feature ghosts hiding in the shadows.
Hey, yo,
So
chill.
Huh?
You said ghost hiding in the... Oh, hold on. You may have to talk about this one. Because I want to hear it.
Okay. But, the official reveal of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 appears to be imminent as Infinity Ward's Twitter has gone dark. Furthermore, its header image appears to feature ghosts lurking in the shadows. If you head to Infinity Ward's Twitter, so you gotta go on Twitter, you will notice that its profile picture is all black, which companies have before ahead of big reveals. IW's header image also appears to be a black image, but you can see the faintest image if you look close enough. After IGN brightened up the image, it sure looks like a fan favorite ghost is hiding in the dark waiting for his next move. Or you can see the brightened up image below and compared it to Ghost and his iconic skull mask in the light. And then they show a picture of that.
Ooh, it's lit.
Huh?
I said it's lit.
Yeah. Infinity Ward's working on Modern Warfare 2 is no sequel, as it all but confirmed the news back in February when it shared what its teams were working on. Call of Duty 2020, the sequel of. Great. The sequel of. My bad, I had someone interrupt me, and even though I had my phone on Do Not Disturb, That's just. Call of Duty 22 is a sequel to Modern Warfare 2019 and being designed with a new Warzone experience. Both led by Infinity Ward, IW wrote on Twitter. This new game will not be remaster of 2009. Oh my god.
It will not be a what?
It won't be a remaster. It's a new Modern Warfare. Right? Will instead continue the story that began in Modern Warfare reboot in 2019. So they continue it. Remember you recorded that for the Facebook, yo. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Then you yeah, that joint was see. Oh in our review on 2019's Call of Duty Modern Warfare, we said that its very gameplay modes and an excellent gunplay suggest the series is heading in a promising direction. And that's the news for that. So,
Oh
if you
my
ain't,
god.
should be.
Yeah, we got to keep our eyes open on that one.
I
That's
remember you
different
had
for
that
me.
night where you couldn't even miss it, you know? I was like, damn, what is that? You was in the desert or something. They had a vehicle, and then you were shooting at the vehicles, and then next thing you know, like the vehicle was blowing up from a sniper. I'm thinking that joint was like a rocket launcher. How it was going. I
Nah.
remember that,
Shoot, I
and
wish.
it was clear. Like I thought it was dope. I'm like, oh man. In other news, Marvel's Wolverine animator gives new development update. If you're interested. I'm excited personally for Wolverine. He's one of my favorites, you know, on Marvel. I think
Mm-hmm.
he's dope. So it's really exciting. A developer at Sony Games working on Marvel's Wolverine has given a brief new update on the status of the project alongside announcing Marvel's Spider-Man 2 last year. Insomniac also divulged that it was in the process of creating the associated with Wolverine. And while details on this game have been extremely sparse since its first showing off, it looks like we now have a better idea of how development is progressing. On Twitter today, Insomniac Mike Yash shared a new image that seemed to hint at the studio's current work on Marvel's Wolverine. Yash, who is the lead animator at Insomniac, posted a picture of a motion capture studio. Although Marvel's Wolverine wasn't specifically mentioned in the caption tied to the picture, the implication of the Insomniac will be doing motion capture work for the game at some point today. No further bits of information were given from Yash in this instance, but perhaps we'll begin to see more of these behind the scenes looks in the future. And they showing some pictures of like how the studio looking and look like
Yeah.
that's amazing. The best thing about this update from Yash is that it tells us that work on Marvel's Wolverine actually seems to be pretty far along. When the project was first announced, Insomniac also revealed that it was still looking to staff up to develop the game, as such as it seemed like Marvel's Wolverine could have been pretty far out from releasing. And while that's likely still the case, to know the motion capture work on Wolverine is now seemingly happening is a great sign. For now, the one thing we know that certainty is the Marvel's Wolverine is going to be exclusive to PS5. Goddamn.
Oh
When it
my
does,
god.
at this point in time, the game has no launch window whatsoever, but we'll be sure to keep you in the loop here on comicbook.com as we begin to learn more.
Every time. Every time. It's
Yeah,
always the exclusives.
PlayStation, yo, they be coming up on some things. Like they got Spider-Man, they got Wolverine now and everything,
They
yo.
got too
That's
much.
why I knew.
Shoot.
I was like, I just can't, be on one side at certain moments because this is like, damn, I need to try that game
Uh-huh.
because over here, pulling the stunt card, I guess you could call it on it, because they stunting doing that, yo. But
Tell me about it.
well, um, a 2 Point Campus reveals Wizarding level ahead of Xbox Game Pass release. I think they talking about Harry Potter, yo. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what it is.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out though. You heard, y'all.
Huh? What
You
else?
heard of Potter and probably the upcoming Hogwarts Legacy at this point, which is one of our most anticipated releases. However, 2 Point Campus is now getting in on the act, creating its own world of witchcraft on Xbox Game Pass. Sega has revealed a new class for its upcoming schooling sim, where you'll be able to brew mysterious potions in the apothecary among the wizardish things. Then this actually looks pretty in depth with the 2 Point Campus going the whole hog and adding uniforms, props, and even magical battle club for students to be a part of. That is not to mention that the whole backdrop of the class, which of course is appropriately Hogwarts askew.
Yeah, SQ.
Okay. After a short delay, Two Point Campus finally makes its way to Xbox Game Pass on August 9th. And this edition, we're even more ready for it to be honest. Well, more ready for it to be honest. And after that, they said, I thought it was talking about honesty, like, period. But
Mm-mm.
with in the 2 Point Campus visiting school, it go later this summer, let us know. And after that, that's what they got. I'm kind of actually interested in this Harry Potter game. I'm not a Harry Potter fan, but this game does look interesting. They put a lot of work into it to really catch people's eye.
Mm-hmm.
They got a new GTA 6. Leak suggests incredible graphics with Game Engine 9.
Nice. Oh.
And GTA 6 could become one of the best looking games for this generation with incredible graphics, thanks to the new Rage Engine 9. According to the new reports by Chris Capel, an industry insider and the creator of Rockstar Magazine and Naughty Dog Magazine, we could very well be expecting something absolutely amazing when it comes to the next iteration of Grand Theft Auto franchise. The new GTA leak suggests incredible graphics. In a tweet, Chris mentions that a new graphics engine of GTA 6, which is Rage 9, will likely be quite incredible. I can't wait to see it. He goes on to say that he has received quite positive feedback about it. So there is no reason to be disappointed right now.
Okay.
What's noteworthy is that the fact that Chris mentioned that we're looking at an engine that will be ahead of its time. This means that GTA 6 could possibly boast graphics better than any game out of this generation. That's what I'm trying to be on. And that could be quite a feat for the game. However,
Mm-hmm.
if we look at our history, it won't be something that very surprising, to say the least. Rockstar is known for feats like these, pushing the threshold and setting new benchmarks for the gaming industry. Yes, they are. Yo. When GTA 5 was released back in the day, it was hands down one of the best looking games across all platforms.
Oh
Take
God.
into account the absolutely massive world of the game. And the Rockstar efforts would look even more notable. In fact, GTA 5 today, almost a decade after its release, looks better than some open world games released recently. That's what it did.
Yeah, that's
On
not a
top,
lie either. They telling
word,
the truth.
Rockstar
Mm-hmm.
has managed to get the optimization on point as well. So that is something that acts as an icing on the cake. GTA 6 is hands down the most anticipated game of this decade, and it will be interesting to see the developers have in store for fans out there. Well, I'm really, excited for this. And after that, they got me motivated to try to, do big things like how we say doing.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to, like, how far can you go? Like, I want to make it more in depth. Like, I want it to really feel like, yo, those criminals, like, how in real life would really want to do this shit. They, like, how they do this. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, just make it that more interesting, I just feel like you could go far with that. I have a mind of a criminal, I guess, while creating this stuff, and then just go hard like that.
I don't know if I should be worried.
That's just me, y'all. I come from New York, it's a place full of criminals. Remember, we got one on our team, y'all.
I
Man,
better
we
be
got the
careful.
crooks
Batman gonna get your ass.
we got the crook on our team. It's amazing though. Um
Hey Mike,
Also in
Batman
other
wants to know your location.
but you know what I'm saying? Like it should really be it should really be that look, like that's how I would want it. And other gaming news, they got a new Crazy Taxi coming out.
Oh
And
my
they got a new.
god.
You ever play Jet Set Radio?
I've heard of it, and that's actually one of the games that they kind of caught my interest when I looked at it. I was like, "Ooh, that looks kind of cool."
It is. Oh, it's amazing.
Ugh.
Like, if you had a Dreamcast back in the day, oh, that was the game to play. Oh, I swear, that was one of my favorite games. That was a highly anticipated game for me back in the day. And then we ended up sending like the consoles to Haiti. So
Mhm.
somebody in Haiti linked to that game. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we definitely appreciate it to where somebody else could appreciate it. Yo. But Sega's trying to get back in the game with this, yo. They working with Xbox, so I'm excited about it. Dying Light 2 just came out, and they sold 5 million copies in 1 month. But if you think about it, Dying Light 1 sold 20 million copies in 1 month also when they first came.
True.
So it's interesting how
Very
that went.
true. Very true.
They sold a lot, but they sold more the first time. So that means they losing interest in people. You know what I'm saying? Like people losing interest in it. Like they got to keep that thing going up. Like I want the numbers always going up. But that's still, that's a good number.
Yeah.
Oh, Digimon Survive will officially release on July 29th, so I'm excited about that. That's what I'm playing right now, and I'm having a hard time trying to beat it on Sleuth, Digimon Cyber Sleuth, and how the heck can I beat this? They got like two sides of the story, so I really want to, enjoy it. And I have
Mhm.
like the strongest Digimon going against this one Digimon where he fuses with the human fuses with him, and literally he's hard to defeat for some reason because he keeps healing after like three. He heals, and after he heals, he literally kills everything that's in on the field, and then heals like
Oh, so
by
you
like a
just keep
thousand.
getting
And
you just keep getting wrecked, is what I'm hearing.
I was so close to beating him, and I'm like, damn, my Digimon's still not strong enough, even though I have like a majority of them on 99, which is the highest rank of what you could do.
That's tough.
And I just don't know what to do, yo. It's unbelievable. Now, I'll just walk right past it. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be a breeze. Cause I seen how the person that did it on easy did it, and I was like, oh, that's how you did it. I thought it was just me, but I always put the game on her. But they got a new one coming out, so I'm trying to definitely be ready for that by the time that comes on. Then they got on Splatoon 3. That's coming out September 9th
Splatoon
of this
making
year.
another one? Man.
Yeah.
I guess they did have the money for it once they merged through with what is it, Super Smash Bros. So I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. That's gonna be good. And you ever played this game called Vampire the Masquerade?
No, I didn't.
There's like three types of vampires in that drain. Then you could, they all specialize in some type of killing, and it's lit. You know what I'm saying? I can't compare it to anything that I've seen before, but it's like some Hitman type of vampire game, Like anything, you gotta check it out.
Hmm.
Like you gotta check out the video. I posted it. Like, but these vampires, like, they off the hook right now. Like they doing a lot. They be doing a lot of killing in there and everything. I want to try that fight for the AMEO. I should definitely try that game. But I only
Mm-hmm.
got to get a little bit of it in GameStop. It caught my attention at the second, but there was a lot of good seconds of what I put. And I was like, man, I want to try that. So
Mm-hmm.
people should definitely try that game. And then, yeah, what else? They said Sony and Microsoft reportedly planning to put ads in PlayStation and Xbox games. That's what they was talking about. Then the Ryzen 7 5800 X3 3D versus the Ryzen 5800X Zen 3 gaming shout out. Basically the 3D one is better, as far as I know. It was doing way better when you was looking at like the specs of what's if it's reaching 4K at least. They do like I think they did 1080, then they 14p and then 4K or something like that. It was comparing and then they were showing like the after that.
Mm-hmm.
but the 3D one, was doing well. And then after a while, like the Ryzen 7, the regular, the X, it was just kind of matching on some of the occasions on certain games. So you should definitely check that out. And did you see how Minecraft was using the ray tracing? It looks amazing. You have
I'm
to
gonna be
see
real
that.
with you. I don't even play
Because
Minecraft.
remember, oh my god, I was talking about this. I think on that other video that you didn't get to post, and literally like, oh, there's not gonna be ray tracers for Minecraft, but they finally did it after a while, and you see like the graphics difference like immediately. Like you just see it like it's just hard. Like it just looks so smooth. You know what I'm saying? Like it
Oh, it's
looks
that
really
good, huh?
good. Like, wow. So definitely check that out if you anybody that's interested in Minecraft. I think the kids are gonna love that when they want to play that.
Hell yeah.
Uh, and then of course they said Grand Theft Auto 6 should bring players to the Midwest. And that's what they got on that. If anybody want to read that, that's another document right there. Got that on the book. And then on Xenoblade Chronicles 3, they got a release date on it. That's coming out July 29th, 2022. I don't know if you play Xenoblade, but that game is literation right there. Like you traveling around, it's a big RPG, and I think they stepped away from turn-based, like how Final Fantasy did. So it's like free, it's very immersive. You know what I'm saying? Like they expanded like strongly. Like I really want to try that game. I didn't even get to play the first one or the second one, but I want to try it. And I like the character even on Smash Bros. They got one of the characters on there, and he could use speed and he could use like his strength and all types of like different tactical ways of you know getting around. I don't know how if that's in the game. I think it's in the game like that, but I think he is pretty cool. Like it's the main character I know. I don't know his name by her, but I really want to try that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, that's why I need the gun because it got me on the outside, not the inside. With that. And then I think that's all the gaming news I got. So all this other stuff was like 2-3 weeks ago, and I ain't gonna go deep into that.
Word.
Like Bandai Namco, they changing their name or something like that.
Who is?
It's a new Nintendo Switch remake, possibly leaked by Bandai Namco.
Ah, okay.
Thought they was doing something different with their name or something like that. I thought I saw Bandai. Oh, they officially launched this new logo. They got a new logo. That's what it is.
Oh, okay. That's nothing really too big. That's just minor. But alright. For all of
That's
you
it.
who have watched this, we'd like to thank you all for coming through and then watching and listening for everything as far as like gaming news goes. If you'd like to check anything out on your own, feel free to check out our description. We will have a lot of links so that way that you guys can go and visit these different kinds of information that we have provided for you all. So that way that you can check them out on your own, see what you got, or see what you'd like to look at, and then be aware of what's to come. Aside from that, this has been Real Nerds Only, and we will see you guys next time we see you.
Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Tell all your friends, everybody. Tell all your friends. Make sure y'all spread the love. Love y'all. Talk to me.
Yeah.
Logging up.